Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz. And guys, I am here to talk about the tremendous card that took place this morning in Japan. The first of two cards, actually. This is a two nights thing. One of a rare occasion that something like this in boxing happens, where you have 2 nights of boxing in the same promotion, same arena. 2 complete boxing events, separated. And that's what we saw this morning, the first of 2 cards, ladies and gentlemen, from the Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Now, combined 7 world titles on the line, 2 nights, top ranked ESPN and ESPN Plus. Now, the card, like I said and I've said this in my past videos on my channel, that I'm a big fan of Japanese boxing. I love their style. They output on tremendous events. Japanese fighters are warriors, all blood and guts. And they're just willing to die in there, man. They're just great fighters. So I'm always tuned in to their fights, to their cards. The only thing I don't like about it is that they do it during the week, like Monday morning. You got to get up early. Sometimes you don't even have the time. You don't have the time because you got to work. But it is what it is. You know, they had it this morning on a Sunday. I don't work, so I was able to see it. And yeah, so 2 nights. So I'm here to talk about night 1. Night 1, August 13th, which was headlined by Takuma Inoue and Tsutsumi, the main event for the WBO Bantamweight Championship. But before we get into the main event, let's get into the main card, what kicked off the main card, and that is Shokichi Iwata, 14-1, 11 KOs versus Jairo Noriega out of Spain, 14-1, 5 knockouts. It was an interesting first couple rounds before this fight ended in round 3 by Shokichi Iwata, landing a sneaky right uppercut, and then another right hand, right cross down the middle. Down goes Jairo Noriega, face first. Now, Shokichi Iwata, I've said it in my past videos, you know, when he fought Bomba Gonzalez, who will be fighting tomorrow night in Japan. Of course, it's going to be in the morning in the U.S. Shokichi Iwata, to me, he's one of the Japanese top prospects on the rise, man. He's going to be a future world champion. I can see it. He's got speed, power. He's explosive. He's young. And he's hungry, and you see it in his fights, man. He always impresses. Well, the only time he didn't impress was when he lost to Bomba. He got outboxed, and Bomba's experience played a big factor in that fight. But just to show you how good Bomba is as well, because Shokichi Iwata is no joke. He's ranked number 1 in the WBO for some time, so he's in line for a title shot. I think after this fight, now that he won by knockout in the 3rd round, he can be positioned in line for a championship fight, next fight. So he got the job done in the 3rd round by knockout after having the first 2 couples, you know, the only first 2 rounds in the fight, 1 and 2. Before the fight ended in the 3rd round, both of those rounds were a bit shaky for Iwata, and Iwata was able to land a right uppercut on the inside. Noriega didn't see it, and that spelled the end. And Iwata was able to win by knockout in the 3rd round, continues his journey to a world title shot. And that opened up the main card. Shokichi Iwata slowly becoming one of Japan's top fighters. Now, the next fight I'm going to talk about is between Saigo Yuri, 21-2, 1 draw, 11 KOs, versus Charunphak, from Thailand. Majority of those fighters have names that they're very hard to pronounce. So Shiego Yuri, like I said, 21-2-1, 11 KOs, won the fight by split decision over Charunphak, 25-2, 15 KOs, who was coming off a win in Japan, the Thailand fighter, in his last fight by majority decision against Kento Hatanaka, 15-1, 10 KO, majority decision. So here he is, was trying to come in now into Japan, right back into Japan to score another win, but he lost by split decision, a very close fight to Shiego Yuri. It was a really good back and forth fight. It was a close fight, split decision. You know, you're in Japan, so Charunphak had to do a little bit more to get the nod, and he didn't. But both these guys were exchanging heavy leather. Both guys, a lot of back and forth in this fight. And Shiego Yuri got the win by split decision within the skin of his teeth. Edged it out. Now let's talk about the co-main that happened on this fight. Future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. Kenshiro Teraji, one of Brendan's over at True School Sports favorite fighters. 24-1, 15 KOs. He fought Christopher Rosales, veteran out of Nicaragua, 37 wins, 6 losses, and 22 KOs. In a really good action fight. Kenshiro never disappoints when he fights. He's always in action fights. He's money's worth. Like I said, a future Hall of Famer. He won the fight by TKO in the 11th round. Kenshiro, this was a hell of a war. Both guys were hurt in this fight. Kenshiro hurt Rosales early. Rosales was able to recover, come back, hurt Kenshiro. And it was just a nip and tuck until the 11th round where Kenshiro was able to land a solid shot and put Christopher Rosales out of there. And in the process, winning the vacant WBC flyweight title at 112 pounds. So here comes Kenshiro moving up in weight to become champion in another weight class. Christopher Rosales was no slouch, man. He's fought Charlie Edwards, Julio Cesar Martinez. He's a rugged guy, man. Rugged veteran. And Kenshiro Teraji stopped him in 11 rounds and continues his quest to become the best Japanese fighter that he can, man. I mean, the trio, I call him Junto Nakatani, who we are going to see tomorrow night in Japan, tomorrow morning in US on night 2 in the main event, defending his title. Junto Nakatani, Kenshiro Teraji, and Naoya Inoue are the 3 top fighters in the world of Japanese boxing right now. Those 3 are great fighters. They're the 3 Mohicans. They're the 3 musketeers, whatever you want to call them. The 3 amigos, those 3 are, out of all the talent Japanese boxing has, Junto, Kenshiro, and Naoya are the 3 top fighters in Japan. And we saw it this morning with Kenshiro stopping Christopher Rosales in 11th rounds. And we're going to see Junto do his thing, like always, in night 2. The main event now, here we go. Takuma Inoue, 22-5, 20-2 with 5 KOs versus Seiga Tsutsumi, 12-0, 2 draws, 8 KOs. Tsutsumi outworked the hell out of Inoue in this fight. Inoue coming in as the favorite. The brother of pound for pound, top pound for pound fighter. Undisputed champion in 2 weight classes, future Hall of Famer. Like I said, I just spoke about him. The 3, Naoya Inoue. So Takuma, the brother, like I said, of Naoya Inoue, was in the main event, and he lost his bantamweight title to Seiga Tsutsumi by unanimous decision. It was just Tsutsumi put on a dominant victory. He was all over Inoue like a swarm of bees. Did not give any breaks to Inoue. No breather at all. He was just swinging away at the body, swinging away at the head. Non-stop action. Gas tank legendary. Did not slow down, and he kept the pace for 12 rounds. Made it uncomfortable as much as possibly can for Inoue. And when I was watching the fight, I was like, oh my god, Inoue cannot get out of this. He cannot make any adjustments. He's in a world of trouble. And Tsutsumi he's a man in a mission. He wants this world title. He wants to beat the favorite. And he got the job done. Unanimous decision. No doubts about it. In this fight, and becoming the new WBA bantamweight champion of the world in the process, and on to better and bigger things. Maybe a unification with Junto Nakatani in the future if Junto Nakatani can win his fight tomorrow. Now, night 2 should be just as exciting, because you got other fighters like Kenshin Nasukawa, former kickboxing sensation, who's been a sensation in pro boxing. His early pro career with only 4 fights has been impressive as of late, who has fought Floyd Mayweather in exhibition in the past couple years ago. You got Kosai Tanaka, Jonathan La Bomba Gonzalez, the return of Bomba Gonzalez to Japan. Last time he was there, like I said, when he fought Shokichi Iwata and outboxed Iwata to retain his title that he had at 108 pounds. Now he's moving up in weight to take on Anthony Alaskawaga for Anthony's belt at 112 pounds tomorrow. So Anthony Alaskawaga is also part of that card. And of course, the main event, Junto Nakatani. So you got night 2 there. It's just great promotion, great idea for boxing and Japanese boxing. The promoter over there in Japan in Taiken Promotions, Honda, great job in putting together this card. 2 nights of boxing. You can't get better than that, man. Same arena, 2 complete cards. Night 1 is complete, and here we go, night 2 tomorrow. Of course, I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm looking forward to Bomba defending, well, not defending, but looking to claim another world title in 2 weight classes. He did it at 108. Now here he is at 112, looking to take Anthony Alaskawaga championship. Another chapter in the Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalry classic, and I'm looking forward to it. With the best man winning that fight, man. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Hosted Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to sit down right here and talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.